Friday Football Fever, sponsored by GTCC and Shift Ed.
Week 2 of Friday Football Fever is here. We want to thank you for joining us as we get ready to take you to all the best games from around the Triad in just 15 minutes.
Yeah, several of our games were actually postponed because of some wild weather tonight, but not all of them.
Not all of them. Let's get this thing started. Let's go over to Ragsdale for our Friday Football Fever GTCC Game of the Week, where two teams are looking to start the season 2-0. Rain or shine, this rivalry game between Asheboro and Eastern Randolph was happening tonight. Fans were lined up in the rain for an hour waiting for this one to begin. Now the Comets get the ball to start. On the opening drive, Quincy Lee with the carry, but he releases the ball too early, creating a fumble. Donald Watson quick on the recovery for the Wildcats. Eastern Randolph trying to take advantage of the turnover, but a Marion Manley comes up with a huge tackle for loss on third down. Now staying in the first, Logan Laughlin, great name by the way, scrambles right. He finds Trevor Cassidy deep down the field. He falls into the end zone to give Asheboro a 7-0 lead in the first. This one came down to the wire. Eastern Randolph includes 2-0, winning 33-21.
Now let's make our way to Page High School, where the Pirates hosted the defending 2A state champs from Reidsville. And now, here we go. We start with the Air Force commit, Jeriel Cobb. He gets the carry, and he untouched into the end zone, giving Reidsville the 7-0 lead. Now the Pirates quarterback Zamari Williamson, he airs it out to Marquis Lynch, breaks a couple tackles, and Lynch is going to get in the end zone to tie this thing up. Now Reidsville's Deontay Neal, here he is, taking the snap, keeps it around the edge, breaks down a defender, busts through another tackle, and he's in for the touchdown, 19-14. Neal again, at it again, calling his own number as one is in for his second TD of the night.
The Neal show.
And here he is, Zamari Lynch taking the pitch, and he goes through the Ram defense for another Cage touchdown. But Reidsville, they show why they're the defending 2A state champs. Cobb this time takes it, breaks it, gone. 49 yards to the house as Reidsville wins it 41-21. West Stokes and Randleman both opened the regular season with Week 1 shutout wins. Tonight, the Wildcats and Tigers met on the field down in Randolph County. And here it is early. Randleman's QB drops back. John Kirkpatrick on fourth down hits Braden Gladden. Not only did they get the first down, that's a 32-yard touchdown. After forcing a 3 and out, the Wildcats quarterback Sam Reeves looking for a big play. He finds the Tigers defensive back Peyton Patterson for the interception at the 4-yard line. West Stokes, they would get their get back at the start of the second quarter though. It's Jonah McCoy. He picks off Kirkpatrick's pass. And the Wildcats, they would capitalize on the takeaway. Here he is, Lyndon Fleming, hitting the hashes. He's in the paint for 24 yards and the touchdown to give West Stokes their first lead. But Randleman, they'd go on to win this one 34-28.
High-scoring game. Now we're off to Mebane for an intra-county rivalry matchup as Southeast Alamance made the bus ride over to Eastern Alamance. In the first quarter, Eastern Alamance Zach Merchel looking, no options open, so he scrambles for 15 yards and the first down. Now on the same drive, Merchel throws it deep for Taraji Rogers. Take a look at this, tips it into himself for the touchdown. Yeah, what a catch. Eastern Alamance now up 7-0. In the second quarter, Southeast Alamance DJ Callis cuts through the defense for 11 yards, putting the Stallions in scoring position. Daniel Bunker then punches in the short touchdown run. We're now all tied up at 7-7. Right before the half, Eastern Alamance Zach Merchel hits Tyreek Samuel in stride down the sideline for the 70-yard touchdown. Well, that's pretty impressive. We're not done just yet. Eastern Alamance is driving but fumbles the snap, and it is recovered by Southeast Alamance Aiden Pack. Southeast Alamance takes this one 21-19.
East Forsyth opened the regular season with a dominating win over Heritage last Friday. This week, the Eagles look to move to 2-0 with a victory against Jack Britt out of Fayetteville. And it was a big first half for the Eagles, especially the UNC commit at QB Bryce Baker. Here he is scoring his first rushing touchdown of the first half, putting the Eagles up 7-0. He was just getting started. Next East Forsyth drive, it's Baker. This time through the air, nice little pump fake. Hits J.P. Gilchrist in stride, and Uno does the rest for yet another East Forsyth touchdown. And now this is where things start to get ugly. The Eagles defense would not be outdone as the junior Dominique Sheboygi, he rips this one out the air up the sideline. He's gone 40 yards later in the end zone for the pick six. Here comes more from the UNC commit Baker in this offense. He finds his way for his second rushing score of the night as East Forsyth wins a big 56-12.
Our Fever Caravan made a stop in Jamestown tonight as Ragsdale played host to Glenn. This game was pushed back to 9 because of the rain, and it played a factor early. Ragsdale, Aiden Young gets the pass, but fumbles the ball. Glenn scoops it up, starting offense in plus territory. Glenn's Brady Robinson gets it out quick to tight Glenn King. He weaves past the Tigers for the score. Ragsdale's Braylon Lewis, take a look at this, dropping back, throws this one up, and right to Kendrick Hines, who snags the pick and takes it back for another Glenn touchdown. But Lewis would make up for his mistake on this next drive. There is no one open, so he tucks it, weaves it through the Bobcat defense.
You just gotta do it yourself.
Absolutely. He dives for the pylon and gets the cut. The Bobcats lead 20-14 in the fourth.
Now it's officially time to check out our Friday Football Fever Shift Ed Play of the Week. We head back to the Reidsville versus Page matchup. It's the Rams junior Frankie Galloway fielding the opening kickoff, and just watch him work. Turns on the Jets, dicing his way through the Pirates kickoff unit, and just blows by the kicker. He's gone all the way to the house. A 90-yard touchdown. Frankie Galloway comes up with our Friday Football Fever Week 2 Shift Ed Play of the Week.
And week 2 of the high school football regular season will wrap up on Monday with tonight's weather delays. We've got 5 big games in the running for our next GTCC game of the week, and you get to help decide our marquee matchup. Just head on over to WFMInews2.com and click the Game of the Week story to cast your vote. You can vote as many times as you want until Wednesday at 5 p.m. And we had 3 games featuring triad teams that got postponed until Monday due to tonight's storm. High Point Andrews and High Point Central will take the field at 5 p.m. Dudley will have their home opener against Southeast Guilford. That one kicks off at 6 p.m. Also at 6, Walkertown travels to Salisbury.
Well, we got another great week wrapped up here on Friday Football Fever. We had a little adversity with the weather.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can turn things around for week 3.
Do you think you're going to have a Monday football fever since some of the games have been pushed to Monday
We're
now?
going to get a little compact. We'll have a little,
Yeah.
it might not be a fever, but it's a little temperature.
Yeah,
It's a little
Hopefully
heat.
the games are just as good as they were tonight, though, on
We got some
Monday.
good ones on tap for Monday
Yeah.
night, so make sure you join us. We'll have more.
All right, have a good night.
Friday Football Fever, sponsored by GTCC and Shift Ed.